Wow, I'm exhausted. Yesterday was my last day at work for the week. I've got 2 days off now. I kind of got home, decided to grind back up to Legendary. This is now my third season. I've only played for 3 seasons. But I just wanted to quickly get Legendary back before continuing on. I don't know why, because I don't have the cards to actually get up the ladder. Like once I get to 2500, I stop. So I don't have any Legendary points, despite the fact I've been playing for 2 months and 3 days or something. I haven't gained a single legendary point because it's just pointless. Like I have the cards to get to legendary, I can't get any higher. But after I got legendary, I just kind of like hung around. It was like 4 in the morning, so my alarm went off at 8, and I've only had 4 hours sleep, 3 4 hours sleep, and I know I'm not playing well. I was playing like trash last night. I don't know how I hit legendary, to be honest. I quickly popped my draft before my food shop and doing my laundry. But as I said, I've got today off. I've got tomorrow off. I don't think I'm like in a mentally great state. I'm not in like a 12 win state. I don't seem to really be on it. I am in a. I've only had 3 hours of sleep state. But I did see the Warlords, and it gave me a bit of an uplift because this is a great choice. Yeah, Omisos is for a long time. It was kind of like my favorite Warlord in draft. I got like 11 and 3 the first time I ever played. I'd never played Tau before. I'd never played Omisos, obviously. I just watched a BJ stream, decided to try Omisos and see what happened. Got to 11 and 3, and then anytime I saw it after that, it just became like a favourite of mine, a preference. But with all the Laskas, of course, like these drones are just getting sniped. Things are happening. You're making life quite difficult. I think you're making life a lot harder than it has to be. At least with this warlord choice, I still like Omisos. I just need Lasker to stop being the compulsory warlords in premium. I'm so sick of seeing Lasker. I don't want to see Lasker one in every 2 or 3 matches just because someone clicked premium draft, and she is always one of the options. Junith is probably our most successful warlord. So Mysis is probably our, like, I don't know. They just have a special place in my heart. But Junith is the one that we've hit 12 wins on multiple times before. She was actually the first warlord I ever hit 12 wins on. I played it through the Lasker. I don't even know what you want to call this right now. Just apocalypse. I really don't like it. I'm not happy about the fact that there's still so much of it. Like the raid event ended, and she's still extremely playable even now. The simple fact that the game plan has always been play her ability, pray for her turn one. Like her default turn one is always use your ability, pray, right? And your opponent, even if their Lasker has a choice, either you stop the prey or you kill the unit, right? And because the sabotage is random, if you go through the sabotages, it's actually not that bad. Like, they snipe your unit. Great, well, guess what? I mean, Swarmlord's sniping your unit. Belial's sniping your unit. Anything that can deal 3 damage, is sniping. Like, that's always what happens. But you're still getting, like, your normal choice. Like, nothing changes in your game plan. You're not as pressured as you think you are until you play it out and you realize, oh, this actually isn't that bad. I'm giving them like 3 sabotages in my hand, but I'm still collecting faith. Like I'm still doing the things I want to do. They're doing the things they want to do. And if they keep using their energy just sniping stuff while I'm praying up, that's fine. I get to Sacred Rose, I get to Rhino, not a problem. Um, I do, like, normally I would pick this just because I feel most confident with this. Um, but this is something special. I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure this is true. I have never ever seen Swarmlords in draft before. And I very, very rarely have played Tyranids because I think Neurophrope is bad right now. I think Turvigon is bad. So I'm only willing to consider Tyrant or Swarmlord. Those are the only two. And I've tried Tyrant, and it is a bit slow, even in draft where things are a bit rough and games tend to go a bit longer. Tyrant of Vardengast is a little bit slow. I've never seen Swarmlord before. I don't have the cards, you know, like it's not in my collection. It's just, you know, I should probably spend a legendary on it, to be fair, because this is the reason that Tyranids aren't getting the nerfs, the buffs that they should be getting, because Swarmlords just on its own is doing things. So I feel like today we have to take Swarmlords, and I have to just try and like hold it together in terms of my tiredness. I apologise to myself for what is probably going to be a terrible draft and a terrible performance. Also, I got a comment on these are for me, right? Like, I'm record myself playing, and then I go to work, and then I'll watch it over my lunch break, or if there's something I'm unsure of, or a decision I made. You know, I can just like look back and see, you know, like, is there something else I could have done? Like, if I walk away from the problem and come back like 2, 3, 4 hours later, you know, with a fresh set of eyes, did I make the right decision? You know, when I've got time, I haven't always got to make a decision so quickly, like in the middle of a match. I can just break down the problem and really consider it. But someone actually commented, so someone's watching this. I was kind of freaked out to find that out, because I'm not actually trying to entertain people or anything. I mean, if you want to watch it, you're welcome to watch me play. I really don't mind, but I'm not trying to entertain people. I'm not trying to be a content creator. This is for me. I make this for me. These are my decisions. I'm just saying everything out loud so that later on I can hear myself and go, well, is that correct? Am I right about this? Did I judge this situation right? Did I draft well, or was my reasoning good in draft? Okay, so because I have such a lack of experience with Gene Stealers, well, I suppose I should say Tyranids just to be clear, because otherwise it could be confused with Gene Stealer Cult. With Tyranids, this is kind of similar to Imotekh in a way, though, because I'd never played Imotekh before, and then I went 12 wins with it. I would like to do that again, and with Swarmlord, there's kind of no excuse. Like, Swarmlord is really strong. Like, this melee attack, just the fact you can take, I mean, while we're talking about Junith and, you know, like the game plan, this as well, like, of course, Swarmlord as well is one of those warlords that can just remove the sister, but you still prey up, so you're not that bothered. Yeah, I mean, just the ability to remove 3 health units for free is amazing. You know, yeah, because I saw this before I went on my food shop, when I got back, I was reading Shumatsu's 2025 Tyranid analysis or evaluation thing on Reddit, and I thought the Mucilid Spore was quite good. You know, like it's a fly-in blast 2. You know, I thought this was great. Like, you put this down on your turn 1, and your opponent suddenly has some awkward decisions. Because it's flying, it can be hard to reach. They really don't want to deal with this blast 2. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like this really gets in the way of a lot of stuff. Like Gazgul, right? Gazgul just got buffed, and he would love to use his ability turn 1 and create a grot. But now the Mucilid Spore causes Gazgul to have to like go in a different direction or use an actual card in his hand. Like, not his Warlord talent that he gets every single turn and he can just build up card advantage. He has to use an actual card. I'm not explaining that well. Oh man, I've only had like 4 hours sleep, so I'm just trying to do the best I can and be as clear and transparent as possible about why I'm doing things, and hope that when I rewatch this I don't sound like an idiot. Anyway, so yeah, I think Mucilid Spore looks good, but I was reading Shimatsu's thing, and you know, in this meta right now with Lasker, and there are so many different ways of taking out 3 health troops, apparently Mucilid Spore isn't good. Like, it's actually kind of rubbish, which I was shocked by. I don't understand. I feel like this is a great proactive turn 1 play. Like, I hit them in the face with Swarmlord, and I put Mucilid Spore down. Gazgul has to go in a weird direction. Junith has to go in a weird direction because suddenly the Muclid Spore kills the sister and it damages her and then Swarmlord, so you've done 5 damage to Junith. And the game has only just started. You know, I thought that was massive. So I think Muclid Spore's great, but I have so little experience with Tyranids. I feel constrained to like just follow whatever I read in the guide, unless our draft takes us in a specific direction. Like if we get like Muclid Spore in like pack 7, 8, 9 or 10 and our draft makes sense with it. Like if we've got like loads of flank or something and we can go, oh yeah, Muclid Spore plus flank. So now I've got a blast 2, 3 damage. I can just use it as like a mini AoE. Not even well, it is kind of a mini AoE. It's a mini ball killer, whatever you want to call it. I'm tired, leave me alone. Enhanced Organism is fine. Worst thing that happens is you use it on yourself. You know, I guess that's okay. Morlock. I don't know how much card draw Tyranids have, but if I had card draw, then the fact, you know, this is very attractive. If I can just draw, but you know, the problem is drawing it again. So I can get this strike effect. I think the blast 3 is great. The stealth is okay. I mean, it has 0 ranged attack in this. Like, again, we're going to have to talk about the meta a lot, but in this meta, there's a lot of anti-stealth going around. So I don't know about this. Like a 5/0/6 for 5. I feel like Muclid Spore and Morlock are kind of similar in that they create problems. Like, they're just tricky to deal with a lot of the time. I really don't get this. I mean, I can only like bow down to Shumatsu, but I literally look at these cards and I'm like, okay, well, they have like, that's awkward. This is like the blast on these cards is awkward. If I could get flank, I think we have to take this pack like later on. Ambush Predator, not so great. Death Leaper as well. Like 4 health stealth just isn't what it used to be. I think there's a lot of like 3 damage AOE, so it does just about get over there. But then you don't get the strike effect. This isn't like you're not getting the strike effect that much anymore. I think. I mean, even Traitor's Hate takes it down to like 2 health, and then you don't get the strike effect. So you're dealing 6 damage to something. Oh, that's okay, but you know, like a Warp Talon from Chaos can just do. So, like, Warp Talon, you know, basically doesn't have the strike effect, but it has more health. And, of course, you know, like, Chaos really benefits from buffing their stuff. I mean, Tyranids do as well. They've got all the Synapse cards, but we don't have a Synapse card right now. So, Death Leaper looks a little bit dead to me. I really want Encircle the Prey. Despite the fact that I've just said, you know, like, there's a lot of anti-stealth, there's this and that. I still think stealth is a great mechanic, and Encircle the Prey is a very cheap way of putting stealth on something, and the cost of anti-stealth answers tends to be more than 1. In fact, I'm not sure if there's like an anti-stealth that costs 1. So in some respects, you're always getting like good value out of this. Maybe not great card slot value. Like if I drew this on turn 9, I'd feel pretty irritated. I mean, I feel like Broodlord is pretty great. 5/3/6 for 6 isn't amazing, but you know, like Stealth Synapse applies. You know, like you've got in 2 pieces that go great with Broodlord. You kind of want something on the board, just so Swarmlord also can use its ability since it can't use it on itself. We'll double check, but yeah, of course, it's only on troops. So we're taking Broodlord. Okay, we'd never taken Spore Mine. Although Harpy is great. And we're never taking this because an 8 cost, like even an 8 cost is too expensive for me. Unless it does something amazing. It would have to be absolutely amazing. And this is an 8/2/8 for 8. Like, are you... That's criminal already before we even get to the 10 cost. So we can't take Tyrannoflex. We can't take Harpy. I mean, Tyrannocyte is... I guess technically it's like a fly-in 8 health for 6 energy. I get that. I don't know, like Sporicist and Biovore. Ugh. I actually quite like these cards, but I think I'm outdated. I did play in the alpha of Warpforge, right? But when the game came out, I saw like the campaign paths and that, and it looked kind of like, I don't know, like I just looked at it, I was like, it looked kind of pay to win and weird. And because of what was happening in Horus Heresy Legions, I walked away. So I walked away for like a year and a half. It might have just been a year actually. But I played Tyranids, of course, a lot in the alpha. I played it loads in the alpha. And in the alpha, I was very happy with Biovore and Sporicist. Like, I don't care that the Spore Mine just hits a random enemy. Like, that's of zero. You know, it's just creating more and more value. Just the 1-3-4, you know, like, that's fine. Because it feels like you've got to deal with it. Otherwise, it just keeps creating value. I don't have to attack with it. So I loved Biovore and I loved Sporicist in the alpha. I've come back to game and I just haven't played enough Tyranids, so I think I am outdated because I still look at these cards and I'm like, I don't know what the problem is. I think the stats are terrible, but I think both of them are things that you look at and you're just like, look, that has to be taken off the board. You can't just leave a Sporicist hanging around. You can leave this around. I don't know what the hell this is. This is 248. We're going to take this set 'cause it's the cheapest, but I think I need to talk about this just so I can clarify my own feelings about it. Yeah, but with all the slay triggers, this is what Shimatsu is saying, is with all the slay triggers right now, like this is already bad, but you know, like 0 ranged 2 health unit. There are so many slay triggers these days where your opponent gets rewarded for destroying stuff. That all you're doing is just setting up like these little, you know, like these just little targets, and all of it just gets slayed. They get incredible quest progress, card draw, everything. You know what I mean? Like the Biovore is there, and normally it creates value, but your opponent's getting value when they slay this. Is the argument. But I mean, even when I look at this, like, I cannot take Terran effects. I don't care. Like an 8 cost, way too much. I'd love the Venom Thrope, kind of, but no way, not happening. I'm not just taking a flat Spore Mine. I almost swore there. I mean, I suppose if I did hear myself swear, I'd forgive myself because I swear all the time. But I'm not taking this. I don't like Pyrovore either. I think it's terrible. So we are taking this, but I don't know how good Biovore and Sporicist are. I mean, 4 cost for a 255. I mean, the 2 melee can be cheated. I think Tide Free is kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Wow. A Neurogaunt Node Beast looks amazing, doesn't it? Synapse Swarm Tide 1. So you get a 426 for 4 energy with Synapse. That's really good. Okay. Wow. We might take this just because of this. I mean, we've got more Synapse triggers. I'm actually kind of worried about the number of stratagems we have. These aren't bodies. We can't play them proactively. We need to build a board first. But we are only in pack 3. And we do have a lot of Artifice and, you know, we do have the Sporicist and stuff. I might have to... You can tell I'm outdated, right? I'm literally looking at this and I'm like, what the hell is this? I've never seen this before in my life. I think it's better if I take this slow and I really try and consider this. I am tempted to just bring up Shumatsu's 2025 evaluation and read it on Barb Gaunt right this second. 144 for 4. This 1 melee is a problem, but the Blast 2 is so interesting. Like, I'm in tied 2. I don't know about this. So you get like 2A8 for 6. There's got to be like a stealth in there or something. Like if you put stealth on this, I'm talking about, of course, if you put stealth on this. If you put stealth on this, I don't know. Do you get more blast? I don't know, actually. Screw it. We're gonna bring up the. We're gonna bring up the guide. I think that's just like the more mature thing to do, like the better thing to do. Even if it's a free draft, I don't want to waste my one opportunity today to get this. Okay. Tyrannid cards competitive usability guide. What am I reading on Barb Gaunt? I can't even find it. What is it? It's a rare. We might as well read all of these actually. I mean, Psychophage. I didn't think Toxic Entanglement was good, but again, apparently that's good. Let's just read this quick. Still useless for all decks. HP and melee too low to be usable. Swarming does not increase blast. Oh, that's good to know. So this isn't good. 144 for 4. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Surely Psychophage isn't good. Is it? How many damage units do you need for this to be value? Like 2 damaged enemies? The Warlord would be 1, right? So you'd only need 1 other damaged unit. Damaged but not destroyed. Target dice give +1 health to all your units. That's kind of that's interesting. It's a little bit slow. But it scales up as the game scales up. Like as things get wider and bigger, Psychophage would have more value. Wow. I'm just going to read on all of them, I think. Niche for Neuro, but conflicts with Zone for deck slot being card that is better to put in when you already have board. In other words, cannot take place of Carnifex or Death Leaper. Oh, I didn't think Death Leaper was that good. In fact, I skipped it, didn't I? I mean, I felt like we had to skip it. I thought the packs we've taken so far are definitely the best packs we've been offered in each set of packs. Oh, staple for assassin builds used to be good for everyone else and just one of the best cards in general, but competes with Carnifex with 5 energy proactive slot. After nerfs and because of number of anti-stealth options, it's just too expensive and unreliable having low HP. Turning into more of a lockdown, hiding behind guard card than Nuka. That's Death Leaper. And Toxic Entanglement. I actually can't find it. Toxic Entanglement. Staple for Neuro, good for others, but second copy is overkill if you have a strong board. And risk of brick in hand since it's quite expensive. I mean, it seems like this set isn't good then, according to Shimatsu. I can't see how this can be good. There's no way. This doesn't look right to me. Especially the Termagant Brood looks really weird to me. Also, why is Bastille Rage in here? Double the melee attack, but these units have like 1 melee attack and 2 melee attack. That's weird, right? It's got to be this. It has to be this. Oh, biomorphologies. Is this a very obvious choice? I mean, the Termagant... Man, I really want the Gargoyle. I really, really want the Gargoyle and the Tyrannid Prime. But the Termagant is putting me off quite a lot. Yeah, I mean, infinite biomorphologies... Yeah, we wouldn't need it on a lot, would we? Like maybe just 2 cards. I don't know all the effects of biomorphologies. But these are cards that I've all seen before and I like them all. I kind of don't, in a weird way, I kind of don't like the way that Gene Stealer puts another card in your hand. That's just because of Gene Stealer, Cult, and Patriarch. So Gene Stealer is literally in like helping out enemy. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of talked about this. I'm not taking this. Termagant makes this really awkward. I want this gargoyle so badly. This is the problem, is can I afford this Termagant? But I just think this is a better set, and also we are a little bit light. I think the Screamer Killer like curves things out, like rounds us out just a little bit. Oh man, I'm not a fan of Ambush Predator. Tyranid Warrior is just good stats. Sure, it's got Synapse on it as a little bonus. Zone Thrope, awesome. It's not really a 5 cost. Like, you'd want this to do something straight away, right? If you just put it down on 5 energy, like 6 health isn't really that much of a question. I don't think this hangs around. I think you have to put it down and immediately do something. How likely is that? I mean, with Swarmlords, there's a good chance. Oh, crap. I mean, I really don't want the Neuroloid, but Hardened Biology is really interesting. And the amount of Synapse we have is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? What Synapse do we have? I mean, we've got so many procs. We've got a ridiculous number of stratagems. This thing, I mean, it even has Swarm and Tide, so you could just put it next to each other. They could start synapsing off each other. Synapse. Screamer Killer and Tyrannocyte. Oh, Tyrannocyte is the only card right now that I'm looking at. I'm kind of like, oh, I'm not crazy about that. I just like this. Every single time I see this pack, I'm just kind of like, I don't understand. Surely this creates like awkward situations, but I need to be able to justify it with a flank card. That's it. Like, if I can just get the flank card, then I can justify taking this pack, but I don't think I can do it as is. I don't know. I think, oh man, Hardened Biology is amazing. I just don't like Neuroloid. I think Neuroloid's a bit of a joke, isn't it? 103. I mean, it's a really, really cheap Synapse proc. I get it. And the Hardened Biology. Like the Norn Emissary as well. So we could have like infinite biomorphologies or a Norn Emissary if they start in our hand. That's massive. We'd like to see a Ripper Swarm at some point. But I think this is just like generically good. I think like Tyranid Warrior has good stats. Zone Thrope. 3, 5, 6 for 5 isn't fantastic. But I'm probably not playing it on 5. It's probably like coming down, hitting Synapse, doing something. I'm not sure about this random enemy thing. I'm not sure how important Camouflage is either. I mean, Camouflage on the Zone Thrope would be very important actually, wouldn't it? Is this a target for hard removal? It's only a 5 energy card. Yeah, our most expensive card is 6 energy right now. Oh, I actually don't know. This is probably the hardest decision we've made so far. If I put the Neuroloid down, I mean, it's obviously not like a turn 1 play, is it? We hold it in hand and then we use it just for an easy proc on something. I guess even an easy proc on Swarmlord, right? 1/1/1. So if the worst comes to the worst and we have nothing else in hand, this would be a 2/1/4 for free. Oh, that's so bad. That actually made me shiver a little bit. I can't look past this, but I mean, maybe I've just got like, you know, like greed. Because of course you want to imagine the dream scenario where this comes down super fast and everything's great. I think even if it doesn't come down super fast, but it comes down on like 8 energy, 3 procs of Synapse seems pretty fair to me. If it comes down on 8 energy, you get an 8, 12, 10 with 1 armor. And that's just 3 procs of Synapse. Like, I think this is a game winner. I think this is our only game winner right now if we take it. Apart from like just a generic Swarmlord beatdown. Yeah, kind of Synapse set, I think. This is actually tough. I'm legitimately struggling here. Yeah, I don't know what to do. We could be here forever. I can't make a decision. I don't know what to do. Morlock comes down on 5. Talon Master comes down on 5. So Talon Master comes down, hits this. Warlord can hit with ranged. They only need to deal 1 damage. Morlock doesn't get the strike effect. I mean, that the strike effect's kind of irrelevant, but yeah, Warlord. I don't know. That's I don't know about this. I cannot pick. I cannot pick. I think we just take this. I think this is like our game plan in the first place, so we just take it. Ripper Swarm is probably what we're going to take without really looking at anything. I think we're just taking it. This is a great stealth set though, isn't it? Von Ryan's Leaper. If we had like multiple copies of it, or we had Infestation Node. Like if Infestation Node was in here, we could like Von Ryan's Leaper and then Infestation Node and then play it on itself. Deal like crazy damage. That'd be a massive finisher actually. That'd be pretty scary. I'd still like to see more flank though. And I'm not sure if I want another copy of Gene Stealer either. But I really want this Ripper Swarm now. Because of the biomorphologies. We might accidentally win a game just because we can biomorphologies on the Ripper Swarm. Oh man. Well, Swarming Masses kills this for me. I don't want Swarming Masses. I would like to have some sort of card draw though. Tyrannocyte, I hate, like, I don't want to take this again. We took it because it made sense, but I really don't. Okay, so we've got some AoE, I guess, against Scarabs or just in general if we need to do a little proc. I think, like, for 2 energy, this is fine, even if there's just 1 troop on the board and you just need to do, like, a little ping. Rapacious Hunger is pretty awesome. Hive Crone, yeah, comes down immediately, does something. Okay. I want the Hormigaunt, but I don't want the Termagant. And I don't think we're an overwhelming Swarm deck. Shrouded Termagant. 1, 2, 3 for 2. I'm not sure about that one. So we're taking this again. Oh, we've got a lot of Gene Stealers. On the other hand, this is a great pack. I haven't actually looked at the rest of the packs yet. I just saw this pack straight away. I was like, oh yeah, okay. But this has this has the Hormigaunt we want, Tyrannid Prime. And this has flank on it. One copy of flank with a Venom Thrope. And an Apex Predator. It would be, I mean, how useful is this Predator Instincts? Extremely, right? Yeah, I mean, I really, really want that flank. But this is just amazing. Like, Carnifex is absolutely fantastic. Another copy of Biomorphologies. Yeah, like, I am slightly concerned that we've got way too many stratagems here. We have a ridiculous number of stratagems. Like, just a crazy amount. But there's something I want in all of these packs, really. But I think Biomorphology's hyper adaptation plays to what we're already doing, right? Oh, I can't believe I'm giving up on the flank though. I think the ability to just throw a Gene Stealer down use the flank. So at least you get value out of the melee attack. Just things like that. Yeah, just easy synapse proc, but you can also hit with it. Ah, this is tough. Come on. I mean, we've already got, you know, 2 copies of Ripper Swarm. So this makes sense. I mean, we should just keep doing what we're doing. We've chosen the direction we're going in. I suppose we just dig our heels in now. This again, Ripper Swarms, Gene Stealer Infestation Node. Sure. This Tyrannocyte, I hate it. I hate the fact that we've got this in our draft. And we already looked at this, and apparently it's not that good. Which is a massive shame. I've got way too many copies of Gene Stealer. This is ridiculous. But it's yet another Ripper Swarm. We've got 3 Ripper Swarms, 2 copies of Infinite Biomorphologies. We could accidentally win a match just by having Ripper Swarm and Infinite Biomorphologies in hand. You know, while Swarmlord is just doing things. Okay, what do I think? My experience of Tyranids is so limited. I think we've got like a clear intention. I think it's very obvious what we were trying to do with this draft. I think it's cheap, like our most expensive unit is a 6. There's a lot of units in here that I really, really like Screamer Killer, Hive Crone, Broodlord. Most of the list I'm happy with. I'm not happy with the Tyrannocyte. I think that's pretty obvious. I do not want 4 copies of Gene Stealer. Like, normally I'd play a Gene Stealer maybe once in a game, and then I'd get a copy in hand, but I wouldn't really invest in it. It would just be a thing that I could play on free, and then it would do something. It'd be okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think this thing's amazing. I would really, really like to have had, instead of all these Gene Stealers, if they were just node beasts, I think that would be better. The Biovore and the Sporocist I think are fine, but apparently they're not that great. When we get into drafts and play some matches, maybe we'll find that. Darkened Skies and Rapacious Hunger, I'd like a little bit more AoE, that's for sure. But we got Swarmlord, who is supposed to be an amazing warlord, and we got the Ripper Swarms and the Infinite Biomorphologies. This has to be a great draft. Like, it's on me because I've only had 4 hours sleep. But if we don't get at least 6 victories here, playing Swarmlords with a draft like this, where we kind of were given the things we wanted, I think that is 100% our fault. Like, my expectations are really high. I actually like the Hive Crone. Okay. Should I have tried harder to get the Infinite Biomorphologies?
Let's stop 'em good, lads.
So we don't really have anything to play on turn 1. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? Do I Ripper Swarm? It doesn't seem like a great use of energy, does it? I don't really want a Toxic Vapors either. Do we just... I think we just bang, don't we? Yeah, I mean, technically he used his melee attack into us. And we don't mind it. We've kind of come out ahead in terms of health, haven't we? Yep, fine. So now we're giving him Slay procs, but Biovore is on the field. Or we could Gene Stealer. We could Gene Stealer Commander Hyper Adaptation. I don't think that's great though. We probably want to save the Ripper Swarm. I just like Biovore. I'm playing it. Screw it. Other people can do what they want. I think Biovore is just a perfectly acceptable drop. I think it can sit there and create value, do whatever you want. Like that somehow just pulled a Scorcher Assault, kind of. That's mad. Yeah. That actually did amazing, didn't it? I'm not sure if that's the correct use of our defense card, but it's a crappy defense card. It's not that great anyway. That's not great justification, is it? But we might as well use all our energy and deal extra damage so we can keep this health differential. Yeah, if we hyper adaptation as well. Oh crap. A random enemy. So that was a 50-50. That sucks. Okay, we really haven't seen the biomorphologies, have we? We're actually in quite a lot of trouble. What the hell is going on here? Are we really going to do this? I guess we are. We really don't have a choice. That's the problem. We're really stuck here. And we didn't build Vanguard. We weren't expecting this, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Nicely played. But that could have gone very differently. Maybe we mulliganed wrong. Because I saw some free drops in hand and I thought, oh, this is fine. But it really wasn't. Like, we could have done so much more there. Surely. Even now, I'm kind of like, this is fine. Is it actually fine? I don't actually know. Tyrannid Warrior is just asking for trouble. Yeah, Gene Stealer just isn't a great drop as it gets to the mid game, is it? There are so many different ways of getting rid of a free health troop. It's a shame.
The hour of blood and clashing blades has come.
I'm more than happy with that level. Because I can just Gene Stealer and Gene Stealer again. And now it's got like armor 1. 6 health, armor 1. Yeah. That's difficult. Our Swarmlord just does whatever it wants. Well, that's not entirely true. Of course, they can start putting down troops and gathering soul stones. And that could make things very difficult for us. Also, Eldar have a lot of ranged. So just in general, this could be a hard matchup. I think it started okay though. Yeah, they're just trying to gather value. We can't really stop the soul stone. That's a problem. But apart from that, I mean... How much do I care? I care a little bit. I care a little bit about having a board and developing a board. that they would struggle to deal with. Although Gene Stealer isn't great, is it? But the armor 1 is going to be inconvenient for Eldar. They do have Shuriken, but just in general, like, they don't tend to have like big damage. Especially not in the early game. And the Sniper would be irrelevant as well. So in some ways that's disseminated. It's okay. Yeah, that's 9 damage as well. So take him to 22.
The shadows are always vigilant.
Okay, I mean, if you're going to give me this, I have to take it, right? Yeah, I just like the pressure here, I think. So we are getting to AoE clear, but our board is quite resilient. Also, they're trying to work out how to manufacture soul stones while getting value, I think.
I am always swift.
So we're playing to Rapacious Hunger. Is that correct? I mean, I'm playing to this for sure. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, I mean, that is normally the Tyrannid preference, is just to develop your own board while trying to stop your opponent from developing much of a board. We could have played to a Rapacious Hunger there, but I think they were going to get a Soul Stone if we kind of messed around and got too greedy, trying to get like massive value out of this. The value we'll get out of this is still acceptable.
Skeletons of fate tell of nothing but death.
They can kill the Gene Stealer for free. Yeah. So we might Rapacious Hunger after all. What does Witchfire actually do? 1 to 3. Yeah, I'm not that bothered by it, I don't think. Calm down, man, calm down. This would be great value, wouldn't it? Man, do you really just want to do this? That seems crazy, but okay. Quite a hard decision. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or it actually is a hard decision, but I was struggling there to know what the right move was. Yeah, so we took 1 damage. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy, isn't it? Well, this has more than done its job. This is amazing. The amount of value we've gotten off of this is unreal, actually. And we might just make a massive Gene Stealer as well. Tyrannocyte isn't... I mean, Tyrannocyte is so crap. Let's be honest here. Tyrannocyte is just so unbelievably crap. Are we just going to try and finish? Oh, fine. That infinite biomorphologies basically won us this game. The armor one was so inconvenient. It cost them a lot of resources to deal with. That very first match would have been so incredibly different. I think maybe we are supposed to mulligan that way. We deliberately drafted all these Ripper Swarms, all this infinite biomorphologies, and we weren't looking. You know what I mean? Like... Oh, that's tragic. They don't even get a stone, do they? They didn't even get that close. That's got to be closer to what we were supposed to be doing. So do I just mulligan for that? The problem is that I'm scared of not finding, you know, like just being stuck with like my Tyrannocytes in hand and stuff. Things like that. I think Darkened Skies could actually have some value as well. Yeah, like if I've just got Ripper Swarm in hand, it's useless. It's the infinite biomorphologies that gives me the value. So now I'm stuck. Now I'm legitimately stuck. I can't do anything, right? I guess I could Ripper Swarm technically. That seems like such a waste. Yeah. I'm kind of relying on Gene Stealer to refill our hand after this. Didn't put it down either. Okay. Really depends on this turn, but we might just play the Gene Stealer again. Now we'll put it on the other side. We'll play a second Gene Stealer. It's tempting to put them together, but I don't think that's what we're supposed to be doing here. Oh crap. Well, now we're stuck, aren't we? This is tempting, isn't it? But it's not going to work. Ah, whatever. I think we have to. I think we just have to go for it now. They've infinite biomorphologies. That's it. Like, this is... We are the aggro now. The infinite biomorphologies. There's no other... There's nothing else to say. Wow, they double infinite biomorphologies. Yeah, we're done. We've got to get this This is going to be such a rubbishy Ripper Swarm, innit? But I felt like in the moment that's what we had to do, plain and simple. Man, we're so screwed. Like, this is literally just a massive, massive race right now. And it'd be so easy to lose this. It's just a matter of, do they have a Vanguard unit? If they have a Vanguard unit, we lose. We're going as wide as possible and hoping we don't have to deal with Rapacious Hunger. Oh, that sucks. They really got lucky with that. So we just lose then. They hit the maximum roll. We can't do anything. Is that correct? Well, there's not a lot you can say really when they double biomorphologies. How many times am I going to say infinite biomorphologies? I don't know. But you have to throw up your hands in the air. That is tempting, isn't it? Don't think this does enough. Maybe we should have just taken out their Gene Stealer. Because we know the Broodlords are going to try and put the hurt on, right? If they give blood first to everything, don't we just die? Oh, we don't. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? There's more. There must be more. There's something else. Because that wasn't right. Okay, we did the best we could. We immediately identified we were the aggro. But as soon as they biomorphologies, we put our foot on the gas. Well, this is the only way we win. We don't have a choice here. We have to go for this 100%. And this isn't a bad set. We can like Gene Stealer into Node Beast plus ability and get value that way. We could Ripper Swarm turn 1. And I don't think that's... Oh, no, that is terrible. Forget that. No, we could Ripper Swarm and just swarm into it. So it's a 2/2/2. And then Uriel can't just ping them off. Forget that. It's a terrible idea against Uriel. In general, I think it's an okay idea. Yeah, we're just trying to Gene Stealer and then Node Beast use our ability on 4 energy. So 3 energy, 4 energy, 5 energy would be a Gene Stealer ability again. Okay. Reaver, perhaps? But Reaver we clear, so we're not too scared. What's on 3? Outrider? Even Outrider we clear. Is there a 3 energy unit that we're scared of right now? I'm not sure. Not from Ultramarines. Tech Marine? What? Sorry, what? 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 Okay, they're playing on like a different format. I don't understand what I'm witnessing. What the hell just happened? What? Okay. Is this a new player or what? They didn't even attack though. They used Humanity Shield and then they didn't attack, and they didn't use their ability. We might node Beast and then Enhanced Organism instead. It is superior, I think.
Strike is all I need.
What is happening here?
Yeah.
So we node Beast and Enhanced Organism. Is that it? I don't think there's any terrible options here. Oh, it does kind of feel like Enhanced Organism is better though, right? Yeah, we're kind of playing to Rapacious Hunger as well. And we've now got quite a few different things they have to deal with. They don't want to leave this Synapse just hanging around. I don't know, this must be a newer player. I don't understand what is happening in this match. So they've got an Outrider. What is this? This is a mess. This is so silly. I think they're just messing around or something. This isn't real. I mean, I just want the Node Beast to stay here. It's a threat. I don't want to attack with it. I don't want to put it at lower health. I want them to focus on that. We've got a 17 health lead and they're acting weird. Having said that, it seems to be harder for us to find our biomorphologies than I thought it would be. The one match that we found it, we won, and it was pretty... Okay. And you know, I mean, it was pretty dumb, wasn't it, really? Oh, crap. This is a great biomorphologies, isn't it? It looks amazing to me. It really does. This gets the armor though, right? It doesn't get the armor. Do you have to do it the other way around? How does that work? I genuinely didn't know that. That's a massive shame. You lose the armor. That's shocking. Nope. So we could Rapacious Hunger here. I think this isn't amazing value for Rapacious Hunger though. Oh, okay. I don't understand anything they're doing. Ever. Nothing they're doing so far makes sense to me. I surrender. You've done something. I don't know what it is. You're the best. I mean, do I even want to attack into this? Not really, because I intend to Rapacious Hunger next turn. So this Invicta Warsuit can attack if it wants to attack. That just means we don't have to use our attack on it to get it down to 3. I think this person is playing so... let's just say odd. That I've kind of lost interest in the match. Can't believe you lose the armor. Is it that the original unit has the armor and anything that merges... what is it? It's combined with it adding its stats. So it's just its stats. Okay, I understand. That's why Blast doesn't work on the Barb Gaunt as well. It's literally just its stats. But it's the unit that swarms into it, right? So this can have armor, and then the units that swarm into it would lose their armor, but this would still have its one armor. It's not like they merge together. One merges into the other. Okay. They didn't really do anything. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here. I want to Rapacious Hunger. But we're not even... I'm just lost. Whatever. I'm just lost. Is there any chance that we lose this match? Is it possible? If they started playing stuff on curve from 8 energy, like if they just start playing repulsors, then maybe we lose? What do they even do? Okay, if they have flanks, maybe? That's not it either though. What is happening here? And now he's killed. I mean, he was dead anyway. Let's just be honest, he was dead anyway. Probably should have healed myself. Just to be irritating. That was atrocious. We'll take the win. Oh, this defeat is really kind of... it was a lesson, right? We learnt something very important there. Primus. Alright, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with these. We can take the Gene Sealer, but this isn't what we wanted, is it? No. I mean, we actually tried pretty hard to look for biomorphologies in Ripper Swarm there. We still can't find it. I think this is a spot where Ripper Swarm on either side is fine. Yeah, Ripper Swarm either side into Gene Stealer. Or we can just get rid of the poison supplies, whatever you want. Okay, so unfortunately we do have to take this off. Is that what's going to happen? Is they're just going to keep... Oh, well that is the Gene Stealer cult plan, innit? Just keep sabotaging your hand and putting crap down. Oh, okay. So that was the breathing space we needed. And we've got like some big hitters here. This isn't terrible for us. They're also willing to hit us, which is great. We need to try and get value out of this Gene Stealer before 6 energy though, when the Ridge Runner comes down. Okay, let's just find out what happened, shall we? Got it. So this would be fine. We're just trying to get little extra pings of damage. I think this is the best value for Ripper Swarm at this stage. Like before Saboteur or... I mean, they can still explosives, backstab. Oh, that's kind of fair, actually. Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that, to be fair. What the hell are we supposed to do here, though? We're accidentally creating too much value. Yeah, they're going to have such value from their Patriarch. It's actually a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? And we've got like 1 million Gene Stealers in hands. They're going to get this Patriarch super early. Apparently Gene Stealer was the worst possible thing we could have done. And they got to the 6. They Ridge Runnered. I mean, we can do what we can do, but I don't think it's enough, is it? Why are they doing this crap? It's irritating, right? So we could Infestation Node, or we could Spore Assist. Well, that wasn't it, was it? Okay, we did the best we could, but they just filled our hand with crap and we couldn't get out of it, which is a real shame. We've still got like quite a chunky board, but we've got no way of really using the artifice. We're just kind of stuck. I think it's more the flying unit than anything else that's given them a little bit of trouble here. Yeah.
All who stand against our ascension.
So sabotage? Yeah. And what do you want to do here then? I think I'd appreciate it if they didn't keep sabotaging my hand, that's true. Man, they have played this so well. It's frustrating. You know, I am going to be super irritated if they have a Nexus in hand and they're just messing around. I would be tilted by that, genuinely. So we're worried about Sanctus. But it's not a Sanctus. Okay. You already know we've got the Gene Sealers in hand though. Yeah, now I don't know what to think about this defeat, because we have 2 copies of Infinite Biomorphologies. We are now looking for it, and we cannot find it. Like, we are seriously trying to dig for this thing. We've got all these Ripper Swarms. It was supposed to be just like this amazing tempo play where we infinite biomorphologies into Ripper Swarms and stuff, and like, none of this, right? None of this. See, we can't find it. So Galeron is really going to want to try and bang us out here. We've definitely got a bit of a bad matchup because of all the vulnerable. I mean, we love armor, and vulnerable is kind of getting around that to some degree. Oh, really? So he's playing aggro as well then? He's trying to aggro us down. Is that correct?
We are returned.
Wow, he's really, really going for it. Okay, then. Yeah. He didn't actually do anything. That's weird. I suppose that has less value just because of this offense. But, I mean, with Sweep and Infestation, there's now a time limit on this game. You know, he set the timer and he said he wants a really, really fast game. He's got some sort of combo deck that can take us down if he can just get us low enough. But he hasn't actually done anything. I can play Tyranid Warrior, but isn't it pointless? He would get health back, but it would also cost him health. Also, it means he'd only have 2 energy to put a unit down that would benefit from the Dark Pact. I really don't want to play Node Beast just on 4. But it is a 4/2/6 for 4, which would be great. Well, he got the Dark Pact. That sucks. Yeah, I guess he's playing that just a little bit slower. I really don't want to put this Node Beast down. I think it's asking for trouble. But I also think it's all we've got. Like, looking at our hand, I think this is all we have, really. Yeah, just feel constrained. I mean, we want to develop a board, but Chaos also really, really, really loves to have a board that they can just throw Dark Pacts on. So it's very difficult, isn't it? Oh, seriously? I suppose that's a win in terms of, like, they didn't get great value out of their Spawnedom. Oh, in fact, he's getting no value out of it. He got some healing, that's it. But that means he's just going to lose that, though, isn't he? He's just going to lose that because of Sweep and Infestation. That doesn't... is this when we do it? Yeah, I think this is when we go for it. Did I do that the wrong way round? Because I've kept camouflage. I thought that only worked on troops. Was I completely wrong? Oh no, it is for a unit. Oh, okay, so I could have attacked first and then put the Sporocyst down. I get it. So that was a minor mistake we've made. We could have kept camouflage on ourselves. Oh, but he's investing pretty heavily in this. Traitor's Hate and Spawndoms is a lot. Do I really want to do this? It just seems so bad, doesn't it? Crap. Do we take the 5? No way, right? This is less damage. I don't think this is how we win anyway, so... Yeah, we're just not drawing what we need. It's unfortunate, but where is the Carnifex, right? Where's the heavy hitters? We've now got our stratagems in hand. which was a concern we had in draft, that we just had all these stratagems. But this is also us being punished because we mulliganed heavily.
Obsession cannot be sated.
I think we've just lost. We can't do anything about this. We've just lost. It's really quite sad. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Genuinely fucking ridiculous. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Like, we just like, oh, this is frustrating. Are we really going to lose just because we got screwed by our own deck? This is already over, isn't it? Oh, man. Oh, for goodness sake, stop messing around. It's over. Anyway, yeah. I mean, we didn't even lose to them. So now I don't know what to think. I don't know what we're mulliganing for. Because we had a hand that would have been very playable in that game. And we gave up because we were looking for infinite biomorphologies. And we got punished really, really hard. That second defeat is frustrating. It's just completely... It's frustrating. So we keep the Swarm and the Gene Stealer. That's just so frustrating. That is extremely frustrating. So yeah, Gene Stealer, Node Beast. This seems to be a classic of ours now. Oh, I'm tilted from that last match. That was... What happened? Where were our units? What the frig happened there? Man, this is one of the greediest decks I've ever seen in my life. They're really, really greedy, aren't they?
Must be safeguarded.
Oh. Actually, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So am I just going to try and cash in then? Yeah, it creates 11 health difference between us. Oh, screw you. We were expecting this, to be fair. It does suck, but we were expecting this. Was I supposed to do that the other way around with the Gene Stealers instead? They're just so greedy.
Through enemy lines.
Right, so I need to... Toxic Vapors this? Is that correct? Oh, screw you. Fair enough. What is this? 8, 11. Maybe I should have put the camouflage on just for the hell of it. I don't know. Wow, that sucks. So we can definitely hit that Gene Stealer. But now it's more... This is 8, 11. It's not enough, is it? And then... We could actually do this. Yeah, I don't really hate this. Although if I was going to go for armor, I should have done that beforehand. Yeah, I could have just put armor on him instead. That would have been far more effective, right? Oh, wow. Well, it sucks to be them, I guess. Oh, these defeats have me seriously, seriously confused. I don't know what to make of this now. Just that second defeat has got my like... My head is gone. Like, what am I supposed to be doing then? If it's not that, what am I supposed to be doing?
The warp flows through me, and it will be your doom.
I suppose I'm supposed to do that. So we're looking for Gene Stealer into Neurogaunt ability, and then just a massive Ripper Swarm. A crazy, crazy Ripper Swarm. But it really depends what they put down.
Me. I will open your eyes to the warp.
Great. Love a talker. Holy crap. I mean, all of these are amazing. So we're about to make a 4-4-20. That is quite crazy, isn't it? That is quite crazy. Yeah. I don't think we're the control anymore. I think this is pretty scary. I think this is legitimately scary, isn't it? We could have made a 4-4-20. Instead I decided to make 2-2-10s to try and get more value out of the node beast. Oh, that sucks. That really, really sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, we had to pay in health, but we've now got... well, this is something special, isn't it? This is pretty crazy. This is what we were hoping for. Double infinite biomorphologies Ripper Swarm. Really creates a problem, doesn't it? I don't really want to die. So we have lethal next turn if they have no Vanguard. Or they can't clear this. Okay. That's definitely what we were talking about when we were talking about like our biomorphologies Ripper Swarm. In draft mode especially, you expect that to grab you wins, but maybe we're overplaying it a little bit because it's also cost us a loss. So we grabbed 2 wins and 1 loss due to it. Really depends on your perspective, I suppose. Oh man.
Praise the Star Children.
I don't want stealth. Yeah, these aren't the ones we want, are they? Unfortunate. As biomorphologies go, that was very disappointing, wasn't it? I was quite happy with just Ripper Swarm to either side, but if you see a biomorphology is what you're supposed to do, right? You got to go for it. And Gene Stealer, Ripper Swarm tied 3 into Carnifex is still pretty good value. Oh man, I don't want to slow down my gene sealer for this cult propaganda. Do I? Not really. Kind of just want to rip a swarm, to be honest. Yeah, we just fill in their hand if we don't deal with this though. Ah, that sucks. I hate it. I hate that that happens. It makes the turn so awkward. So cut them off. Am I about to get really, really pissed off? It's possible, right? I really wanted to Gene Stealer there into Ripper Swarm. Maybe I could have, to be fair. Yeah, they've clearly got an Uprising deck. I absolutely could have. Yeah, I need to start running at them now. They've got Living Icon, so we 100% need to go at them. Stupid biomorphology is giving me a weird ass effect. Okay, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, screw you. Stupid poison supplies. Do we just ignore it? I think we have to. They've paid so much. I think we have to. I think we have to just get in there. Yeah, their trap sprung isn't quite as effective. Things are disseminated. We can get Sporocyst poison supplies maybe. Hive Crone if we really get pushed.
The day of ascension approaches.
The trap is set. Our moment draws near.
Well, crap. Yeah, you know, Hive Crone isn't terrible here, actually. Right? It does mean Ridge Runner can now take it down due to the poison supplies. Maybe Sporocyst poison supplies was better, I don't know. Probably was, wasn't it? I could have created a wider board that way. Oh, actually, am I not just doing this? Do you actually want to do something here? That's a genuine question. Crap. That's not quite the question
We bring
I'm going to
you the
pose.
Star Children's blessing.
Yeah. I got that the wrong way round, didn't I? I should have put the Sporicist on the other side of the Hive Crone. Ah, that was silly. No, it would have still been fine. I could have done it, and then these wouldn't have. So they could have backstabbed these Spore Mines. Yeah, they're just backstabbing Spore Mines. So, trap sprung.
So comes the moment of deliverance.
They don't have the flank. I mean, they could have a Gene Stealer Familiar. I mean, the flank Uprising Troop. The hell is this? Great. So we absolutely want a Rapacious Hunger here, right? But I don't know how to do it. It's something like... No, it's not. Forget everything I just said. It's not like that. Yeah, that was our reach as well. So we kind of messed up pretty badly there.
No, not the banner.
Our last turn was definitely a misplay. Yeah, I'm really not happy about that. I think we're going to have to go have a look at that last turn. I don't think Rapacious Hunger was what we were looking for there. I was trying to find, you know, some way of getting great value in healing my units because they were struggling to deal with our units. So I felt really good about it, but it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. I looked at the board state after our turn ended. I just wasn't happy. Oh, crap. Well, this is it too greedy? I don't know. I don't know if it's too greedy to have 2 infinite biomorphologies.
Right here and now, the fate of humanity is in our hands.
I mean, either one's tempting, right? I think this just creates a more well-rounded troop.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
This is weird now. I want to play the Gene Stealer so that we've got some sort of board presence and then we can biomorphologies, hyper adaptation, something like that. I want to fight for board to some degree. And I think a 3-2-3 is acceptable against Marnius. Yeah, it's something like this, isn't it? Armor 1.
Courage and honor.
really want to play the Gene Stealer, don't I?
There's no hiding from Ultramar's wrath.
Man, Gene Stealers really are a problem, aren't they? They get way out of hand. Are we about to lose this? There's no way, right? We might be about to lose this. Yeah, like how do I deal with this? I don't know. Yeah, all I can think of is camouflage. Even this, I mean, 5 and 1 armor isn't great at 8 energy, is it? I feel a bit better now. Galaron again. Oh no. Okay, let's see what happens. Digestion pool is interesting as well. Let's go for it. Okay, so this should be our dream start, really. We're messing around. Galaron doesn't have anything to actually cast Vulnerable on until we start putting Ripper Swarms down. And he's going aggro. Is this the same person? It's the same person. Jesus Christ.
We are returned.
Whoops. That was close. Oh, are you serious? Come on. Don't do this to me. That is not what we wanted. So we're probably just going to try and put down 3 Ripper Swarms and then Zone Thrope. Oh man, actually, you know what? Screamer Killer is better, innit? So we're just going to put down 1 Ripper Swarm. That's really big. Is that correct? Yeah, because I want to put down Screamer Killer. And this kind of does that. Oh, it doesn't really do that, does it? Let's be honest. This is crazy. Am I really not going to use any energy? There's no way. I think this is best, isn't it? He's going to get a Dark Pact on something. There's a definite issue here, isn't there? Then we could rip a Swarm again, actually. Or Screamer Killer. Either one. So Traitor's Hate would be strong? Nope. So what do you want to do then? We could just rip a Swarm again. Is that what's going to happen? Dude, I actually think that's what's going to happen. Oh, I really just want to put this Screamer Killer down, but it's going to die. So, do we just do this? Wow. That actually took some serious thinking before I reached something I was happy with. Even now, I'm not like entirely happy, but this isn't a great Screamer Killer turn because Warp Talon trades up so well. The fact it's flying as well, super frustrating. Wow, they didn't attack. Why didn't they attack? What did I just see? Dude, what did I just witness? Okay, Vanguard isn't quite what we wanted. So how do they combo out? Murderous Desires. Murderous Desires doesn't quite do it, and they might not attack me. Dracnian doesn't do it. Nothing really does it. Wow, I hate that card. But it does seem to me that they don't have an answer. Oh, okay. So their answer is a 25% chance of getting a Vanguard unit. They didn't get the Vanguard unit. And they've used Abaddon's Chosen quite a bit, so it's really unlikely. Nice.
I will rise again from this defeat and claim my vengeance.
Yeah, these infinite biomorphologies are so weird, aren't they? They feel really, really strange. I mean, it's great when we get health or armor. If anything, it just seems to be the health more than anything. That's great. We were super lucky he didn't have Traitor's Hate there. Or if he didn't have his spawn them a little bit earlier, perhaps. Wow. Okay, then. I mean, I like all of these. I think we just take all of these. We are kind of setting ourselves up for him having tons of cards, though. Like, there's so many cards here, isn't there? Yeah. We're just accepting he's going to have massive card advantage here. And just trying to curve out like we normally do.
Pleas for mercy will go unheard.
Oh, well, now we're in trouble. So maybe I was supposed to go for board control? Is this value? It's technical value, right? Like, we take this, and you take this. Oh, I'm so tired. I've been awake, you know, just 4 hours sleep. I am starting to struggle. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I am actually genuinely struggling here. So we're just gonna keep trying to create value.
The hunt never ends. Duty compels us forward.
So I guess that's a no. Yeah, do I double Gene Stealer here? Surely that's not correct. Was it 5? That'd be 3. 1. Do we just accept it? I actually think we just accept it, don't we? Yeah. I mean, we can sort of play around it a bit, but it's not great, is it? And we're getting close to a Dark Hunter's turn as well, where we actually don't want these Spore Mines hanging around. It's definitely awkward. So I don't want to create something here. I just want to create, what, Broodlord? I could Broodlord the turn after. What is this, 2? That's 4, right? So this works. Come back a minute. I'll need to think this through. We could camouflage. Oh, that creates an extra thingy, doesn't it? Do I even want to camouflage then? Not really. Yeah, we're just taking the hit, I think. Oh, why am I... That's ridiculous, actually. Forget that. Why am I so scared of Deadly Hunters? You can't be scared of everything your entire life, right? You can't be afraid of everything in your entire life. If you've got the advantage, you've got to push the advantage, I think.
Duty alone will wash
away our shame.
So, what's this? 3, 4. Yeah, this is 5. So I could melee 5, 10. Oh, I don't want any sort of like weird come from behind victory. So do I just take this? 5. Oh, the skull didn't show up. I got scared for a minute there. I was trying to work out what was going on.
The fate of the chapter lies in our every action. Do not falter.
Wow, the stakes are really high and I've never been tireder. This sucks, doesn't it? Oh, I quite like the Gene Stealer here. We're just looking for as much to infinite biomorphologies as possible, right? Yeah, if we get the Tyrannocyte early, that'd be great. All troops are vulnerable 1. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay.
We are returned.
I could do with a bit of luck here. I'm going to be honest. I could really benefit from some luck, please. Health. Wow, he didn't invest anything. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, we're not letting that hang around then. So I could Tyrannocyte here.
I will rise again from
Oh,
this
wow.
defeat and claim my vengeance.
Okay, I could have Tyrannocyted there. I guess they were just over it. They weren't interested. That's fair enough. But I mean, Galeron with the vulnerable was... That's pretty great, isn't it? Didn't he kind of have a good situation going? I think he should have stuck with it a little longer. Just a round or two to see what would happen. Okay, please give me just a bit of luck just to finish this off, please. There's the biomorphologies, but everything else is a bit too heavy. Okay.
What is yet
Okay.
to come is for us to decide.
This is about as much luck as I can hope for, right? I can't ask for more, you know, anything fairer than a Gene Stealer and an infinite biomorphologies.
Positions. We strike soon.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, this is great, isn't it? They can't even play that, it just disappears. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Everything's going great. I think we've done it. Oh my god, I think we've actually done this. I think we've legitimately done this. I don't think we even attack with the Gene Stealer. In fact, I don't think we do anything with the Gene Stealer. Just leave it like this. Then you, I mean, we could Hive Commander, Hyper Adaptation. Those are useful cards that I could probably use on like the Khan effects or something. The Hyper Adaptation especially.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I think we've done it. I think we've done this. I think we've got it. Oh my god. I think we've actually got this. We've actually done this. This is going better than I could have expected. Yeah. The value we got out of this Gene Stealer, everything. This is going so incredibly well. Do I? Is this too greedy? The game is kind of over in a way. I should just put down like the Screamer Killer, right? Yeah. It's tempting, but the game is developed. And I think it's not a great idea. Okay. I mean, this is happening, of course. That's always going to happen, right? Is there anything else? The Hyper Adaptation, I think, has more value than the Biomorphologies. And then I'll just throw down a Biovore. 2 attack. Yep. Wait, I need to see if this is the melee attack or the ranged. There we go. We've done it. I think we've done it. 12 wins. We've never played Swarmlord before. Play Swarmlord for the first time. This is like Imotekh all over again. Imotekh, we'd never played Imotekh before. We didn't want to play Necrons because the card pool was weak. We went for it. We got 12 wins. This is deja vu. It's happening all over again. We've done it. Oh my god. Oh, yes. You know, there is some, apparently, I mean, I think this is true anyway, because you get complacent naturally over time. But I think the first time that I play things, I really, like, cogitate. I really, like, invest mentally in what I'm doing and try and figure out, like, what is happening and why it's happening. So I perform better than I otherwise do. Yeah, I think there are like a lot of lessons there. I think we really need to think about that mulligan. Because we started to get the types of starting hands I wanted. Like in the second half of the run. In the first half of the run, I was so confused. What do we want in our starting hand? Like, what are we trying to mulligan for? At least one of those matches, we just got so screwed in terms of our hand. It was just stratagems, and I don't know what to make of it, but I mean, that feels good. Yeah, first time we've played Swarmlord, 12-2, 4 hours sleep. I don't know what's going on. It's Imotekh all over again. Somehow I just, whenever I've never played something before, I just unlock, like, Gear 4. TK15 Gear 4. I don't know.